Dunkey.
Now here's... If Overwatch 2 is a couple new maps and some heroes, but they take out Bastion and Torbjorn due to a glitch, I will be very disappointed. Okay? I beat Overwatch 2, and it reminded me of a Stephen Wonder song.
Ah, sorry.
And the name of that song is... As. Because this game is as lazy as it gets. Blizzard, what the hell type of game is this? Don't you guys have computers to make new stuff for Overwatch?
Jesus, man.
This game Overwatch 1.1, I gotta say, haters, you are dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. This is more like Overwatch 0.3 because they're actually removing content. Already Blizzard has removed the new Battle Royale mode. I'm already seeing dozens of players longing for the old days of Overwatch 2 where you couldn't log into the game.
Angie, what are you doing? You have to play the game.
Immediately, you are confronted with the horrifying truth that role queue is still in the game, except they took out the fast pass system from before because it didn't actually work.
Somebody has to counter the Pharaoh.
In terms of gameplay, Overwatch 2 has made extensive, sweeping changes to its classic formula, like Ryan's name has been changed to Cassidy.
The name's McCree.
Okay, I guess they changed it again.
Come on, Cole. Try a little harder.
What the fuck is his name? One of the key design philosophies behind Overwatch 2 is that poor people aren't actually people. In order to log in, you now need to provide a phone number, and that shit better not be prepaid. You will also need to provide the address to the house that you own to play this game. If you are living at your parents' house, sorry, you can't play. If you are living in an apartment, that doesn't count. You need to have proof of ownership, and that mortgage better be paid up. You will also need to provide the license plate number for your vehicle, and I hope for your sake that it is a Mercedes-Benz or fancier. The biggest change of Overwatch 2 is that each team only gets one tank now. To compensate for this, tanks are much more powerful in this game, but Blizzard forgot that there was a mode called Open Queue, where you can have as many tanks as you want, and you can't counter them because they removed Bastion from the game due to a glitch, because nobody playtested the game, because nobody wants to play Overwatch 2. Sometimes when I'm playing this game, I think to myself, why? Is this even fun? Overwatch 2 makes great strides here by having your playable character actually tell you when you're having fun. What's tricky about making a game like this work is balancing all the different heroes. In a perfect game, every character would feel powerful. In this game, Blizzard balances heroes by making them feel weaker or more generic. When the game first came out, Roadhog's hook was insane. That was, if you grab somebody, dead. Today, if you grab somebody with Roadhog's hook, you die. True. In Overwatch 1, Mei could freeze people. That was her whole gimmick, remember? Now she just slows them down. In the old Overwatch, Junkrat's stupid-ass tire gets a saxophone kill. Look at the tire in Overwatch 2. What is that? This used to be crazy. If you punched a healer in Overwatch 1, they were removed from the match. In Overwatch 2, I can't even kill a fucking D-Mech Diva. The PvP is a piece of shit. However, we still haven't played the co-op mode because they delayed it to next year because they probably didn't even start working on it yet. None of Overwatch's core issues have been addressed here. 5v5 ends up making the game even more steamroll heavy than the original. The game still expects an unrealistic amount of teamwork from a community of players that needed role queue to pick their characters for them, and the objectives are still anti-fun garbage.
You know what? I want to go more in depth about that though. It's not a good take, but okay. He gets kind of lucky because from my understanding of the game, okay, it's true, but only for
first game I've played this year. Whatever it is, definitely the most disappointing, but still better than Valorant.
True. Yeah, my turn now. Nerd emoji. Fucking glasses on. Okay, glasses on. Let me explain the problem. Okay, you may be in low elo. It's that way or not. He says right here.
The game still expects an unrealistic because they probably didn't yet. Core issues have been addressed here. 5v5 ends up making the game even more steamroll heavy than the original. The game still expects an
more steamroll heavy. Okay, the problem is okay, is that in my opinion,
xQc
it's retakes are incredibly hard. Why? Why? Because the team lacks structure. Why? Because teams don't have structure anymore. Because you don't have 2 tanks anymore. You don't have your 1 and 2 tanks walking in, getting like medium heals as you're going in, that are structuring your team as like, this is our train coming out of spawn, right? It doesn't feel that way anymore. Like, oh, we're coming out of spawn. Now it's like, oh, 1 tank goes out and hopefully doesn't die, and DPS are like straggling in, and the guys, I hope you get a kill somewhere. That's just how it feels to me. It feels that like the retake train has disappeared. It's hard to get a retake from spawn and on defense, and I think that's what I think is annoying sometimes, is that I feel like on point, especially on hybrid, you lose 1 fight and you're like, wow, this is pretty much over. Like, you kind of know and that if you retake, you got lucky. And I think it's like a bad thing. You know what I'm saying?